Hey guys, Rob with WePayOffDebt.ca coming at you today to talk about the envelope system. So this is one of the tricks that Dave Ramsey made popular. And what it comes down to is this. Have you ever had the issue where you set a budget, especially for food? This is the most common thing. But you set a budget, I'm going to stick to this month. And then you get there, maybe whether it's a restaurant or whether it's the grocery store, you get there, you go through the checkout, and you're like, I just went over. I just went over just like that. Happens to so many people. And what it comes down to is we were allowed to go over. This is the issue. And so the fix is really straightforward. Just make it so it's impossible to go over. That's the envelope system. All the envelope system is the idea that when your money comes into your account, when you get paid, you go to the bank machine, whatever, take out the cash that's actually going to go towards that account. Maybe it's food. So you're going to spend $200 on food this week. Okay. You're going to go to the bank, you're going to take out $200 cash, and you're going to put that money into an envelope labeled cash, or labeled food. And then what you're going to do with it is you're going to take that envelope with you when you go to the store. And guess what? When you run out of money, you can't buy any more. You only can buy groceries or food or whatever the category is out of that envelope. You pay for it with cash, you put the change in the envelope, and the nice thing is you don't even have to track it. The envelope itself becomes your tracker. Okay? So what this does is genius. It just completely forces you to stay on budget. What's even better, if you want to go one step further, don't even bring your wallet with you. Just bring the envelope. Then you don't even have a choice. So now you get to the checkout, you put through the checkout, and if you weren't watching carefully what you're spending, you're now over budget. What do? You put stuff back because you bought too much. That's how big a deal it is. Okay? So let me tell you, so that's the whole idea. And there's actually people on Etsy and things like this, followers of Dave Ramsey, that actually sell envelope kits. Dave Ramsey himself sells a little envelope kit. Rachel Cruz, his daughter, sells a little envelope purse combo. But let me tell you how it worked for me. So for us and our family, that didn't seem feasible. We both got busy lives. We both work. We both got young kids, and we both work a lot in our church. And so you put all that together, it's never clear on a week-to-week basis who's actually going to go grocery shopping. And so what we came up with while we were getting out of debt, actually we did about maybe 6 months, a year before we started getting out of debt, was we put all of our food onto a whole new bank account. So at the time, what we did is we went to PC Financial. It turned into Simply Financial in the last few years. And we went there and we opened up a new account with them, and with a debit card. And we set up an automatic weekly transfer, a free transfer. You can set up transfers for free. And the account is free. It doesn't have any monthly or annual fees. And so what we did is we set up an automatic transfer every single week into the debit account. And that was where we spent all of our food from. That was where we spent all of our, in fact, we combined food and restaurants. And what that allowed us to do was to actually stick to budget every single time, because all we had was a debit card. At a certain point, the debit card just runs up and you can't buy anymore. We had times where we got to the checkout and we didn't have enough money and we had to put stuff back. So this is an amazing tool if you're really having trouble sticking to your budget. If you're not having trouble, if you're sticking to your budget, great, you don't need it. And it's certainly not useful when you're buying stuff online. It's only useful for buying stuff in store. But if you're having trouble buying stuff in store and going over budget on a regular basis, this is a great plan. So with the debit card, it lets two people have the debit card. Both people can access the money. Great work. And you can do it as well. There's a new version with the Koho card. I started using that, which is a prepaid Visa card that has, so you can load the Koho card. This is what we actually use our food on our budget now. So hope you find that useful. Have a good one. We'll talk to you again soon.